The Turkish Cultural Center is a non-profit, non-governmental organization dedicated to promoting harmony in a diverse cultural setting in the United States.
We believe that we should rise above the differences that set us apart, and we should have dialogue and understanding of each other. And when we do that, we notice that people realize we have more in common than what separates us.
I think the Turkish Cultural Center is an incredibly innovative group of people who are masterful at making connections in this country with those that exist in Turkey and building possibilities that far exceed those two boundaries.
The Turkish Cultural Center organizes annual friendship dinners, Turkey trips, Ramadan dinners, Women's Days, relief efforts, Turkish Days in New York State House, library programs, art exhibitions, cultural nights, Turkish festivals, Turkish classes, family matching programs, book signings and discussions, conferences and panels, award ceremonies, Turkish language Olympiads, and luncheon forums.
I'm really impressed with the Turkish Cultural Center, and they exude friendship. Every encounter I've had with anyone from the center has been positive, has been upbeat, has been just a wonderful representation of who the Turkish people are.
It was 7 years ago. I came to the United States to pursue my college degree. And one of my Turkish friends in college asked me to come coffee night in Turkish Cultural Center, and I was surprised because, oh, there's a Turkish Cultural Center and I have a chance to meet new people, new Turkish people. And when I entered to the Cultural Center, I was really, really surprised because I was expecting to meet 100 of Turkish people, but there were 100 of different people.
The annual Friendship Dinner and Awards Ceremony brings together community leaders, local clergy, academics, businessmen, and everyday people to foster mutual understanding, respect, and love.
I'm very flattered that tonight I'm being given an award at this friendship dinner. I'm not sure I've done anything deserving other than to be a very good friend to the Turkish community here in Westchester.
When you get an award like this, it's a validation of your work. And as I said, this is an 84-year-old organization, and even just keeping it going is a task sometimes.
Friendship dinners are pretty much the time of the summary of the whole year, whole of our event.
The Turkish Cultural Center puts on several dinners each year to educate the community about and celebrate the unique month of Ramadan.
This year we had 3 Ramadan dinners. The first one was held at a temple, the second one at a church, and the third one at the hotel. The third one was a secular one. And we had over 500 guests.
I got to meet a lot of wonderful people who are extremely well educated and articulate, and I got to see a whole glimpse into the Turkish culture that I knew nothing about before.
The center brings together teams of volunteers to collaborate on disaster relief efforts. These teams provide an array of support, offering to assist financially, emotionally, and physically with the needs of families and communities ravaged by disaster.
One of the projects that we're working on now that the Turkish Cultural Center actually facilitated is work with an organization in Turkey, an amazing organization in Turkey, Kimse Yokma. And they do extraordinary relief work and capacity building in other parts of the world.
I've been here after the earthquake in Haiti. The community center here had a fundraiser, and during that fundraiser we were also able to see pictures of some of the travels to Haiti and how they helped the Haitian people after that devastating earthquake. I've come here for a fundraiser after the tsunami hit Japan, And once again, the Turkish community through the center wanted to make everyone aware of the fact that we could do something, we could help.
Each year, the Turkish Cultural Center honors several Westchester women who demonstrate generosity of spirit, courage, creativity, determination, leadership, and bring these attributes to their community.
We've also been awarded by the Turkish Cultural Center at their last dinner for the work that we're doing together and the capacity building that we're doing in other nations.
The goal of the Turkish Cultural Day is to create opportunities for community leaders and elected officials to get together, network, and consult with each other about ways to help diverse communities and contribute to the quality of life in New York State.
It is usually a wonderful day, and as many of my colleagues who possibly can take the time, and there's just a lot of running back and forth in Albany, but the vast majority of them on the Assembly side and on my side of the House of the Senate find at least a few moments to go down and enjoy Turkish Cultural Day in Albany.
So we went to this wonderful annual event, which is very crowded and very delicious, and the same kind of warm spirit that I described. So that happens every year. And then we've gone to events here in Westchester at the center, celebrating various things. So it's just been a wonderful match for me with the Turkish Cultural Center.
Trips to Turkey are organized by the Turkish Cultural Center to introduce the culture, heritage, and beauty of Turkey to our friends. Individuals from all cultural backgrounds are welcome to enjoy the outstanding hospitality of the Turkish people on these wonderful trips.
I had the opportunity most recently to actually visit Turkey and as part of a event that they were sponsoring, and it was just fabulous.
Well, I think one of the great things is a number of the senators that I worked for had been to Turkey with the Turkish Cultural Center from Queens and from various parts of New York City. And they all had wonderful stories to tell and pictures.
It was a whirlwind tour. We had a tight schedule, so we didn't get a lot of time to just sit back and do nothing like the traditional trip people take. Hey, I'm here, let me just sit back and do nothing. We spent every waking moment doing something. And we were in Istanbul, we went to the Sultan's Palace, we went from Europe to Asia, which is just mind-blowing just to say it. I was in Europe yesterday and this evening I'm in Asia. But every place we went, we got a chance to see a different fabric, if you will, and it's a tremendous quilt.
Ultimately, the dinner with the Turkish Muslim family was absolutely wonderful. They were such wonderful hosts. They had 3 children. The oldest son spoke English and the husband spoke English. His wife didn't speak as much English, but she spoke with her eyes and her heart, and the food was wonderful. They were a very traditional Turkish family, and it was just an experience that we would never have had if we weren't involved with the Turkish Cultural Center.
The Turkish Cultural Center organizes several programs such as art exhibitions, Hebrew water painting shows, Turkish cooking demonstrations, coffee demonstrations, folk and Sufi music, movie nights, and puppet shows at local Westchester libraries.
It was a small group of people. It was great. The woman that demonstrated cooks Turkish food every night. She made a wonderful lentil soup that was the best I've ever had, I think.
The center offers internship and volunteer opportunities. It's a wonderful way to learn about each other while helping our local community.
So I'm a college student and this is my internship, so I'm working there now on the days that I don't have school.
Well, my daughter is an international studies major and she wanted to work at a cultural organization during the summer. I was able to get her an internship, and she helped prepare for the Ramadan dinners.
The Turkish Cultural Center aims to introduce commonalities and foster friendships between all cultures in Westchester by setting up platforms where cultures express themselves.
The Turkish Cultural Center takes its mission very seriously of outreach and friendship and recognizing people who make a difference in the world.
When I met Turkish Cultural Center, my life has changed because I have a chance now. I understand people much better than before.